What's up? Welcome. I'm Grizz. Episode 14, Hyouka. Day 1 has come to a close. The Culture Festival continues. Things to look forward to. Cooking competition. How we're gonna solve the mystery. That's all they really, I think that's all we really got right now to look forward to, at least. I'm assuming Maika's still gonna have some shit go down within her club. I'm assuming Satoshi's gonna be fucking pissed when he has to go against this guy still in this competition. Ariki seems to be like not involved too much, but at the same time involved a lot with what's to come. So curious enough, I don't know. Excited though, this arc's been really fun so far. So, if you like it all, like and subscribe to me a lot. To me, feel free to stick around for the discussion. Leave it in comments about this episode or series. Let's go into episode 14. Ah, yeah. Start off with the manga club, of course. Ah, she couldn't find it. That's right. Oh, that's a cute cosplay. Eric looks at you. Made all these big claims yesterday and you can't back them up. We got some work to do. You're holding the grudge here. Don't you dare miss it. No. Oh, Ricky, you're in.
まやかの出番は最後にするとして12時10分までに来てくれればいいよ。わかった。なんとかしてみる。
Try my best. No, you're gonna let everyone down. Perfect. Leave them together. He is.
面白い話ですか。
Well, I was told, you know.
囲碁部に回答が出たそうです。
Yeah.
碁石を盗んで犯行声明を残していったそうです。
Oh, so ka.
What is the Go Club, by the way?
That's
happening to everybody.
クーラーボックスからドリンクが1本やられてたらしい。
それにも犯行声明が
何か変なメモが入ってたそうだ。
これは面白くなってきた。
Puts a smile, huh?
ようこそ頑張ります。
Let's go!
ありがとうございます。
礼は売れてからだな。で、いくらで何部だ？
一部200円で、吸ったのは200。
Man, we printed a little too fucking many, so take a couple, please. That's alright, calm down. We got you.
150円に値下げして20部渡せ。
Yeah!
ハンフと合わせて200円。
I didn't know what she meant either. I was like, there's no way she's asking for a handshake. Wow. Personal space, please, please. Yes. Confession in the hallway.
自分は期待されていると思わせるんだ。
思わせる。
それができれば、あとは実に簡単に尽くしてくれる。
尽くしてくれ。
There's kind of already somebody who does that though, no?
見せないことだ。
大きく見せない。
自分には些細なことだが、相手にはそこそこ大事らしいなくらいがいい。目につかないところで異性に頼むんだ。
はい。
She's been doing that with Ricky. That's who I was talking about earlier when I said that. He feels almost like it's expected of him to like do these things when she's curious and like wants to solve things. You're in the wrong place. Yay!
トリックはトリート。イエーイ。
Yay!
何者だお前ら。
We've come to take.
研究会の訪問販売です。ビスケットはいかがでしょうか。
That's a smart strategy. We should do that.
それ持って売りに行くのいいかも。
なんならビスケット2袋と交換してやってもいいぞ。今なら文集にそのピストルをつける。
本当にいいの？バキューン。じゃあこれ。
Take some cookies.
かぼちゃの感謝の印にこれもあげる。
Cool.
小麦粉？
Oh, we no longer have a gun. Well, there goes my idea of us using this for a costume. The fuck are we gonna do now? Wow.
よーしやるぞ
Just let her stay in the zone. Or was he meaning something else there? Reasons for what he did. Where's our third? She's busy.
まだ忙しそうだったよ
That's fucked. That is so fucked up.
そりゃすごいね
まあせいぜい頑張ってくれよじゃあ
3番
Oh, go. Oh, really?
そして4番
Team 4.
5点部分経過後次の人と交代して
Ah, okay. I was wondering how this was gonna work. That's what he meant by go last. Gotcha.
上流海鮮チャーハンさ
Nice.
確かご飯はお米から炊かなくてはいけませんからでは福部さんは最後の大将ですね
About that.
いや僕は最初の先
You have to set the standard.
海鮮チャーハンが作れない今どこで出たって同じさ
よろしくお願いします
What do you mean by that?
一人一品オン Your kitchen
Let's go, brother. And therefore, we're gonna go a route with Satoshi again here, where like no matter what he does, the things that he like tries his hardest in, it just continuously fails. He's like unable to win or achieve certain things. Like we already kind of did with the trivia stuff, but I wonder if we're gonna continuously do that. Send him down like a fucking spiral, or just reconfirm, I guess, his previous thoughts and feelings.
のお身をつけでしょうかあ福部さんそれではいけません大根の皮を剥いていませんよ
No.
いけませんいけません助言はルール違反です大根皮です福部さん
I love how into everything she gets.
気づいていただけましたか一切れ一切れにピーラーをかけるんですかお湯が
Oh no, oh no.
これは時間
Have some faith, He's got this, he got this.
全部首をかしげているぞ
This is a disaster to watch.
豚汁ですね
Till you're just completely wrong and you have no clue what's happening.
チェンジエレメント
Go,
作れな
Chitanda!
かった
That's okay.
任せてください
She's
頼んだ
strong.
よチタンダさん
これは
Yes.
すごいぞチーム5点部中堅これは見事なかつらむきだ大根の
We have seen she knows what she's doing in the kitchen.
汚染された河川もきれいになりそうですね
Wow.
もう一品作っちゃったよ
Single-handedly carrying the team. Oh, she froze up. Oh.
やっぱりチタンダさんだ
ファイヤー一方のチーム5点部これは犠牲焼きか
チタンダ L 上だ
Yup.
覚えとけ
一
Don't
方
you
チーム
forget
5点部
it.
アバンギャルド料理がまだ続いているぞ
Holy shit.
闇に食われろチー
Yeah.
ム5点部チーム5点部
What's she doing wrong?
助言は反則ですよ
通じてない
Neither of them can. Damn, bro. She put in the fucking work.
大将に代わってください
Did she make it?
どうでした
すごいねチタンダさんここまで料理ができるなんて知らなかったよ
Bro, can Enrique at least come down and do something? Yeah, we can tell.
見事見事ただ
ただ
We don't have a third.
食材が残ってません
Ah, she used everything.
マヤかごめん
Well, it's not like she's gonna fucking make it anyways. How are you gonna get there in time? There's so many people. What is she gonna do now that she's gonna waste her time coming down here just for there not to be anything for her to do? Well, I guess they said you could get ingredients from others somehow, right? I don't remember what they said exactly. She made it.
なんだチームの男がやってきたぞついに大将が登場だ
All eyes on us. What do we do though?
もう食材が残っていないぞ
Yeah.
何も作れなければ大将の点数はもちろんゼロ。ここま
She
で
has to do something with this?
もはやここまでか。
Oh no.
これ
Chitanda went way too overboard.
手に入れた。
どうする？
しかしこの小さな玉ねぎ一つで何を作ろう。
Alright, settle down, buddy. Settle down.
尽くしております。どうする古典部。一品も作れなければ。
The cookies? The cookies?
どうするつもりでしょう。
I don't think she knows either.
気になります。
誰のせいやねん。
So I think that's what his reaction was before when he was getting angry or concerned, was because Chitanda was doing like everything and needed to leave some stuff for Mayaka.
残り時間は
10 minutes.
このまま待つしかないのか。
今、福部さんの名前が呼ばれません。
I did. Somebody who's usually pretty quiet.
あとし。何？なんだ？
Drop them, brother. Drop them.
サトシ、こっちに来い。
Holy shit. Put his whole feet up like that. What?
しっかり受け取れよ。
Oh, these, not the cookie. What the fuck was I thinking? I had the right train of thought. So it all ends up working at the end of the day, the constant trading. Cool.
ナイスキャッチ。
So maybe not used for the mystery purpose, but for those. Well, yeah, you get it. Go. Now
チー
go.
ム5点。オッケー。ならばよし。
Let's go.
さあ残り7分。
We got a couple minutes, Micah. Come on.
チーム作業が。
ちょっと料理券お玉くらい用意しなさいよ。
Kiddo get one.
お玉を手に入れた5点部。
No scandals around here, bro.
5点部。あと1分。
Come on. Oh, so extra.
作ったー。さらに乗せたところで。3、2、1。
Let's go. Too easy. Weren't even stressed. Damn, Chitanda really carried the fucking team though. She made like 9 things. Everybody else got what?
お疲れ。
Nice. I love how he was helpful too, even though he's like, oh, I don't want to be a part of things, you know? Yeah, what a guy, right?
どうしたの？
何でもありません。
Just sending my thanks.
結果を発表いたします。
Things aren't gonna go our way, are they though?
チーム5点。
Really? Aw.
疲れた。
He put in so much work.
選択肢もないのに最高だったよ。
Oh, we still won.
だってお玉がなかったのよ。
It's not your
お玉
fault.
さえあれば完璧にできたのにさ。
Hmm.
あれ持ってくの
Little
に。
perfectionist over here.
持ってたんだから確認するべきでしたよ。
もういいんですけどね。
What did she notice? Oh, was that the item taken from us? From here?
何？
犯行声明。
Yup. Another incredibly fun and just really, really cute episode. Something I find so excellent about the entirety of this. Well, this episode, it will move the plot forward for certain reasons I'll talk about later, but it's very much that stuff takes more of the back burner here, and we get a lot more focus on dynamic between, the members of the club and just them kind of having fun and enjoying this day. But I think that's fantastic because a lot of shows, and once again, maybe I haven't delved into enough school related shows, I guess, that focus more on things like this with festivals and whatever the case is. But I feel like I've seen my fair share, and particularly the popular ones for that. So when I say not a lot, especially from what I've seen, not a lot of them actually go into these festivals and actually give you the events and the things that are taking place and actually give you a full days or multiple episodes worth of content and actually allow you to kind of explore it. outside of stuff that might be like main plot related, whether you're trying to push something drama focused or trying to, in this show, I guess, push something mystery focused or whatever it is you're trying to push, not actually give you these cute and these fun moments between these characters, actually exploring and enjoying themselves and partaking in these different activities. And I think that's fantastic being able to see it. Recently I saw episode, I think it was episode 3 of Horimiya Peace, the version where they're like putting in all like the old content that they kind of skipped out on the original series. And they have an entire episode that's dedicated to the sports festival, and in that they actually go through every single like event that they do, and they actually show you these people participating in events and like different things along those lines, which a lot of times when you have these festivals, you get like focus on maybe 1 or 2 events that like your main characters are in, and that's really it. You don't actually get to see the participation of most of these events, and they kind of just skim through it, but then they have like another background thing of what they're trying to, the narrative in a way that they're trying to push, and that's more on display than the actual events of the sports festival in that situation. And that's relating in this to, a lot of times you don't actually see the events of the school festival unless like it pertains to something to really drive the plot forward a lot more with our main cast. Well, it does end up doing that specifically because we gain a personal investment by the end of this mystery of these things being constantly taken. With the ladle here, being able to spend practically 10 to 15 minutes of this episode just on this cooking competition is fantastic, and being able to even relate it back to last episode and the one before of all these different dynamics and things that are going on, activities and stuff within this festival is so fun. And I'm so grateful that they are going above and beyond, it feels like, here to really explore that and showcase this, and I'm loving it for that. As I just said, the thing with the ladle makes this fun and actually pushes the plot forward for certain reasons. Of beforehand, Chitanda didn't want to, I guess burden would be the word, anybody else in the club, or didn't want to put these things and push her own curiosity and objectives in a way onto other people, especially if they have so many other things, such as Mayaka being so concerned with what's going on with her, and Ariki having to hold down the fort here and sell off things for us, while like she's supposed to have a thing that she's supposed to do. And so like everybody has their own things that they're supposed to be working towards, so she doesn't really want to put more on anybody else's plate and go out of her way there. Now we participate in this competition, something that almost kind of messed us up and screwed us over by the end of it, with this missing ladle specifically. Even though they thought that they put it out there, they start believing that they were set up. We find out that it was actually taken, similar note left behind to everything else that we've been seeing taken. So somebody specifically sabotaging us in this situation. Now it's a personal thing. Now it is a connection, something that has affected us as a club, something that has affected us individually as well. Now it feels like something where Chitanda might be a bit more open to go and complain and explain this to Ariki and let him kind of become involved as well, and also start brainstorming within the club and everybody else, allowing her curiosity to kind of be presented outwards to everybody else and allow us to kind of solve these things and push forward. I'll be honest when I say I'm not even going to make more like guesses or anything of like how this is progressing, or like who might be specifically doing this stuff. Like I actually don't know. And I don't know if anything that was presented to us this episode actually would have showcased that, and maybe I am just overlooking something, but I'm not really going to go much more into that. I'm just going to let it play off into the next episode, and then we'll kind of pick it up from there and see if I can gain more clues from that. But from this one, it just seemed like this was more of the focus of the cooking thing and the dynamic and relation between everybody within the club. And then we're going to kind of build towards why we're being allowed to be invested now, whereas we kind of weren't before because it was other people being targeted in the situation, and now we have a purpose for this. Just gonna skip through again. The intro sequence is interesting too, specifically with Micah apologizing about not being able to bring this book, so she definitely wasn't able to find it before. Also, whatever she's dressed up as today, I don't know because I'm not smart. Very cute outfit though, and I think it looks really good. She finds it interesting, and I kind of find it interesting too, that this girl actually remembers specifically the book and the title of it and what we were talking about the day before. Doesn't let things go in and out, you know. It just kind of actually grasping onto this almost as if she was waiting for it and expecting you to bring it in and prepped for this moment, you know? So that ends up not happening. Everybody kind of goes their separate ways here because everybody has important things for them to kind of focus on here. Satoshi talking about this guy specifically being like, oh, did anything interesting happen, you know? And he starts expressing the things within the clubs that are kind of going missing, or the one thing or whatever that he's focused on that he's actually become aware of, not knowing about the other things as well. So it kind of involves some other people within the school that are kind of having this stuff go down. I wouldn't be surprised if any of the people involved, the girl that we met last time with Chitanda, whose last name is appearing on every single thing that we're kind of finding, if this guy, or if the actual school president, or if Smoking Senpai, like if any of them are actually like the ones involved or doing any of this, because they were kind of like reintroduced in a way to be involved in this arc, it feels like. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was any of them, but I don't, once again, have any idea, so we're not going to go too much onto that. Chitanda doing more cute Chitanda things, her just like kind of pumping herself up and bouncing up and down before she goes in here, talking to Arisu specifically about trying to get her to sell our anthologies, finally being able to venture out and ask other people of this. It appears we're just going to kind of give her like a bunch of them. I thought that we were going to go to like a bunch of different people and do it, but it appears we're only going to go here, or maybe we will go to more and she just kind of get interrupted before then. It was nice to see a exchange, a negotiation in a way, and Arisu kind of has like a certain way that she wants to go about things. And I thought this made for a cool moment, specifically also the conversation about Chitanda wanting to be more like her in a way, or more, I don't remember exactly what it was that she wanted, but she wanted something, and Arisu kind of giving her tips on how to kind of get people to come to you in a way, or how get people to kind of do the things in which that you want, or have these expectations in a way, which relates very perfectly in a way to how she kind of acts with Ariki, where she's making him feel needed and wanted in a way of his expertise in these areas and stuff, just kind of what he's been able to bring and present to us, and has like a certain expectation of him, almost like she has these hopes for him, and it makes him want to go out of his way and kind of live up to it. And she's kind of trying to tell her to like continuously go down these routes, or like if you have other people like in mind that you're going to find somebody of the opposite sex, specifically put them in like this room or this corner in a way that like nobody else is around, because you're so cute the way that you are anyways. It's definitely going to make it harder for them to kind of not want to help you or not want to do the things in what you're saying, right? So it works out. This sequence was fantastic of her not knowing what to do when she had her hand out. I thought was the fucking cutest thing and so funny. This was fantastic too, of the girls trick-or-treating, specifically the one who kept going, yay. I love that. And then we finally get the gun and everything kind of introduced here. The trades that we're constantly making are ultimately allowing us to have things at the end where we're able to save the club in a way, or help us out in some sort of way, become useful. That is for him. And I think it's really cool how we're kind of doing this. I thought that we were going to build all of these up towards how we were going to solve and find this mystery, and we very well could. Definitely still can, but in the way that I was expecting at first, definitely not. So we're able to make a trade. We're able to sell off an anthology at this moment. We're able to gain some stuff. This is where we get some cookies because he wants to eat them, and then some flour. Why they would throw that in, that would make no sense, right? Until it actually does later on. This is really interesting how fucking good they are, I guess, as artists, and I think that's really, really cool, and the competition in which they're having. And then we get our main core of like everything that's happening here, and this competition between our classic lit club and everybody else while we're doing our cooking. This is a very fun moment, the entirety of this. There's not too much for me to kind of go into and break down here. This stuff specifically of Chitanda like watching it from the back and like being like a backseater in a way, and trying to like tell him not to do things, or tell him to do certain things, or change the way he's doing things, but she can't because there's rules like kind of prohibiting her. It's like the cutest shit, and I love that. Also just her constantly like flexing and being like, I got this, I'm struck. And her just kind of being herself, which is really, really fun. She ends up making a ton of things because she actually just absolutely loves cooking. We find out though that unfortunately she used all the ingredients, so we're kind of fucked now. There's nothing for us to do. Mayaka's finally able to get out. Once again, the hallways. I've talked about this before with KyoAni being like the only one who packs things like this and actually has so much movement involved. It's so fun to kind of see this, and her pushing through it, all these moving bits and pieces that they have. I don't know what happened in this moment where she like came out and then she like froze up for a second and started checking herself out. Like, I don't actually know what that was. Was it just like an embarrassment of everybody looking at her and then thinking that she has something on weird, and then realizing in that moment, oh shit, I am like dressed up? It could just be something simple like that, but I don't, if it's something else, I have no idea. And this is where we're like panicking. We have nothing left for us. we need to do something. And this is a great moment where it's Riki finally able to openly, I guess, open himself up here, want to help and participate and not see others around him fail in a way. And also, if he has the opportunity to prevent something from happening, like us losing or us not being able to do anything or get disqualified for whatever reason, right? Being able to put a change to that. And also, these are people he has a strong relation and care for. So, of course, he's not going to want to see them fail, especially if it's something that he can do. So, going out of his way here, I think is really, really cool. Finally being able to, I guess, see him open up in a way that we usually don't. And this is a good moment of him being able to use something that he's been able to trade all these days for, right? And finally put that to use and be able to help out the team. Mike is able to make something, and ultimately we end up getting a victory, and it's pure happiness for everybody involved, except Micah, because she's always angry about something, right? So specifically mad about the ladle that we ended up not having, and that's when we get our note about them taking the label. They title it as well, same thing as the girl that we met from last time and on the other notes, so the same person or whatever that means. I don't know, there might be a meaning to that word, I'm not going to look it up, or that name. Like I said before too, this gives us perfect reason for everyone as a club to become invested in this mystery, to become invested in who this thief is and who's taking and doing whatever it is. And I think it creates some really fun things that can kind of start going down here, and it created a really fun episode where we didn't have to focus on that stuff as much, and we could just do more cute slice of life character moments, and then be able to push us into that further. They're really making this a lot longer, because like I said earlier about arcs like this typically being shorter, where we don't focus too much on festivals and stuff within these shows, right? Usually you can get this stuff done in like an episode or two, but the fact that we're doing this multiple, I think we're on 3 right now, and it doesn't look like there's an end in sight, so it looks like we probably got another 2 or 3 left. I'm here for it. And it makes these moments hit so much more and so much more enjoyable, because there's so much things going on in the back of your mind too, but you can also focus on the present and also see these characters while they have these other things that they want to focus on. There's still individual things like this and participating and enjoying themselves that they don't want to miss out on. And I think it's really fun and makes for a lot of cute moments. It's gonna be all from me. If you liked it all, hit the like and subscribe. They mean a lot to me. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel, leave any comments about this episode or series. I'll be back for episode 15 very soon though. You guys have a good one. Peace.